Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to Let's Talk, showing on No Limit TV. My name is Queen Krama, talking to you live from No Limit Studios here in Port Harcourt City. So in case you're tuning in for the very first time, Let's Talk is our midweek live show where we get to talk about some of the trending stories and happenings in Nigeria and also in Rivers State where we are. So I'll be going to our first story for today. So on Monday, the 30th day of October 2023, a lot of things happened in Rivers State. I mean, that was one of the hottest and most controversial days ever. You know, aside the general elections and some of the first subsidies stories that we had on Monday, last Monday was like very chaotic because a lot of things happened. First of all, we woke up on Monday with the news of a part of the House, Rivers State House of Assembly being burnt down. And the reason why it was burnt down was because some people heard about the fact that they were going to impeach the current governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Governor Fubara. So Sim's loyalists, that's people who like him, you know, as a person, you have people who like you, who look up to you, and then if they hear anything bad that was happened to you, without you even talking to them, sometimes they just make moves on their own, as a way to defend you. So that's practically what happened. So when news of the current governor's impeachment was flying around on Saturday night, between Saturday night and Monday morning, they went to burn down a part of the House of Assembly. So we woke up on Monday to the first news of a part of the House of Assembly has been burnt down. And then when people were still, trying to understand what's happening, what's with this impeachment, where is this coming from, the lawmakers in Rivers State House of Assembly, 24 out of the 32 lawmakers actually voted for an impeachment. And lots of people, the governor has barely been on seats. It's been like 5 months already. So what exactly are you impeaching him for? One of the things that we heard was gross misconduct of the office of the governor, which I don't really understand what they mean, but that's basically how Monday started. But before I continue, I'm going to play a few videos for you, just so that you can see, in case you were not following up with the gist. Then I'll come back and talk more about it.
Yes, the governor knows what's up. Nothing was happening to our government. You will not die.
I am not against anybody. I am not planning anything against anybody. But I don't know where all these things are coming from. Let it be put on record. Whoever masterminded this thing is trying to shift. I had some people gathered here to do whatever. That is purely rubbish. Purely rubbish. Yes. You cannot sit. You say you're doing anything. What are you doing? I'm the chief security officer. I'm the government. Yes. Some person that should come, declare the place, and create an alternative place for assembly to sit. So whatever action that is taken here is none and void. Yes, so for our good people.
Alright, so I just played for you some short videos, that were flying everywhere on social media 2 days ago, which was on Monday, the Monday I'm talking about. So apparently, after news started circulating about the fact that a part of the House of Assembly was burned down, the governor of Rivers State, alongside his entourage, made a move to go and see the damage, inspect the damage and all that. So on his way going, as you can see from the video, you see the water spray that the police van, I don't know what they call that kind of car, so the water splashed on the governor and his entourage. And the governor also said when he was giving a speech after the whole incident that even tear gas was fired at him. So a lot of things happened, and it raised a lot of questions and a lot of opinions, because some people were like, first of all, the impeachment plan must have been masterminded by our former governor Wike, the current FCC minister. That was what some people were saying, that it was masterminded by him, and maybe because him and Sim have fallen out, maybe. And another set of people are saying that the former governor asked the current governor to give him 2 billion naira every month, and the current governor refused. That's why he wanted to impeach him. But lots of news were flying around, different opinions, different reports, and before we knew it, the next thing we heard that the Governor Fubara has sacked chief of staff, have sacked chief judge, have sacked all 23 local government area chairmen in Rivers State. So I mean, there are a lot of information flying left and right. I mean, it was so controversial, and it now became like a Sim versus Wike war. And of course, every war has two sides, and there are two different supporters. But it was really, really, really funny because I mean, before Governor Sim came to become governor, lots of people did not like him. Lots of people voiced out their opinions about the fact that they thought that the former governor Wike was the one that brought him in. People were saying this is like the past governor is going to be running a third term through Governor Sim, all those kind of stuff. So lots of people did not like him. Lots of people did not like the way he came into the government. But it's also funny to see that during this whole Wike versus Sim Fubara fight on Monday, lots of people were actually showing love to the current governor, and it was actually very refreshing to know that okay, at this point, people have actually moved past the fact that okay, we did not like him before, or we liked him before, and all these kind of things. But they've moved on, and they've accepted him as the governor of Rivers State. And at this point, I just got from all the opinions and different comments I saw on social media, and people talking in person, that okay, they've accepted him, and now they want him to work as a governor. They want to see what he has to offer, which is really, really nice. But as we were looking at the Sim versus Wike fight, some other people were trying to make it like a tribal war, a war of ethnicities, and all that. And it was really sad to see, because I feel like we as Nigerians, not just us here in Rivers State, as Nigerians, we tend to do this a lot. Some cases and some things that are not that deep. We see one or two people that tend to like make a mountain, an anthill over something that's supposed to be like a mole. I don't know if I said that quote right, but you know what I'm trying to say. Most times something happened, like okay, this is obviously a political fight, and whatever it was happening, we knew that it was coming from within the house. So we knew that at some point the PDP party members, the former governor Wike and the current governor Fubara, eventually we're going to talk about it. But it was just very sad to see that people almost wanted it to turn into a tribal war, Ijos versus Ikwere, which was not really nice. Every single time we see cases like this, not just in political cases, just even random things, before it's like ethnic war or it's religious war. But it's really sad, and I think as Nigerians, as Rivers State indigenes, and not just indigenes, as people who residents, people who live here, who do business here, I think it is time that we stop to incite or to listen to those ones who try to incite, tribal wars and all this kind of thing, because at the end of the day, it is one Rivers, right? I mean, Rivers State is a state that has different languages, different tribes, different food, different culture, but we've still succeeded to be together, as one. So I think at this point in time, when something happens, especially here in Rivers State, we should not be thinking about tribal wars and all this kind of thing. I think we should look at the situation on ground. We should take time to, look at the facts, look at the problem, and then look for a solution, like a collective solution. At no point should we be trying to turn things that are not about tribe, into a tribal war or something. It is not nice. It's very sad to see that in this day and age, some people find joy, derive joy from trying to incite things like that, which is never not a solution. I mean, at the end of the day, we are all going to be the ones to suffer from it, because imagine, you cannot choose where you go to or where you come from, because no matter if you're saying this versus this, there's no how you're going to be seeing just people from your tribe everywhere you go in Rivers State. That's not possible. You must mingle, and you must see people from other tribes. So at the end of the day, we should try to move. In fact, it's a must. We must move in love and oneness, and we should try to not involve politics, tribal wars when it comes to all these political differences, especially when it's coming from an in-house. Because right now, as we're talking, PDP party members are already in talks. I mean, Governor Sim was in Abuja you know, for the meeting, the security meeting that was held by the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you know. And of course, from there, we know that we've been hearing gist, you know, and reports that the governor, Fubara, and the FCT minister, Wike, have talked. PDP party members have come out to talk about the fact that they are, you know, they're talking about it, they're settling the issue. And I mean, right now, everywhere is calm, you know. Monday has gone, everywhere is calm today. So sometimes, another thing that we have to learn as citizens and residents, you know, basically as citizens, sometimes when this political saga starts, you know, we should be careful about what we say, because sometimes after when you have gone to say something, maybe to go and talk bad about somebody or quarrel with somebody or had like a negative or a bad relationship with somebody because of politics, the people that you're fighting for will end up settling. And what does that make you? You know, you now look like you don't know what you're doing. So please, let's all be guided, you know, when we are talking about politics, or, you know, when we're talking about politics, or when all these political sagas arise, let's just be guided as to what we are saying and as to how we are treating people around us because of politicians. All right, at this point, I'll be going on a short break. When I come back, I'll be going straight to entertainment. Welcome back to Let's Talk on No Limit TV. Once again, my name is Queen Krama, your host for today. In case you're tuning in for the very first time, Let's Talk is our midweek live show where I get to talk about some of the trending stories in the country. So before I went on that short break, I talked about I was giving you an update, you know, and talking to you about the whole political impeachment saga that happened on Monday here in Rivers State, you know. But I'm going to move on from that and talk about entertainment. But before I talk about my entertainment topic for today, do not forget that this is an interactive show. It's a live show, it's an interactive show. Feel free to leave your comments, your contribution, your thoughts, you know, about some of the stories that I talk about here. You know, you're free, you know, we are here to talk, you know, it's not just me talking, it's actually me and you. So, you know, it's Let's Talk. So, I mean, we all know that the Ballon d'Or ceremony happened, you know, some days ago. And we know that somebody broke history. Rema, our one and only Afrobeat singer, you know, wonderful performer. He performed at the Ballon d'Or 2023. It was a beautiful ceremony, you know, and he broke history. He is the first Nigerian artist to actually perform there, you know. So it's a big one for Afrobeats once again. It's a big one for Nigeria. It's a big one for Africa, you know. It's actually a big one for Nigeria because I feel like our artists, you know, have been doing amazing. Like, they've been doing amazing, from Davido performing at the FIFA World Cup to Burna Boy performing at the Champions League, and now Rema is performing at the Ballon d'Or, you know. Tiwa performed at the King Charles's coronation, you know. So African artists, Nigerian artists to be specific, have been doing an amazing job, you know, repping us in the right way, you know. It's really beautiful to see that our art has evolved and has grown so much, you know. I remember those times when these things were like, it was like a future, you know, something like you wish that which day will this happen, and now it's like it happens oftentimes that it's now so regular. I mean, our artists now are global citizens. They are worldwide. Wherever they go in the world, they are being recognized. Their music is being recognized everywhere. So it's really, really an amazing time for Afrobeats, you know, in the world right now. It's really, really nice. It's beautiful to see. And of course, you know that this is also just the beginning, you know. A lot of things are still going to be happening. Our artists are still going to be doing amazing and wonderful things, and we are going to be here, of course, to see them, to keep cheering them on, and of course, putting the Nigerian on the map globally, and of course, very important, positively. You know? So shout out to Rema. His performance was amazing. Of course, he's a good performer. You know, so shout out to Rema. Keep doing good. Especially at this young age. You know, he's very young and he's doing an amazing job. You know, he's doing good. So shout out to Rema, and shout out to all our beautiful, beautiful African artists, Nigerian artists.